Hey guys, Gavin with TheCondemned 23 back again with this week's Blu-ray and DVD update. Quite a large stack this week. Probably the kind of the most titles I've had in, but maybe kind of a couple of months or so. Although to be fair, quite a few of these I haven't actually watched, and quite a few of these are just kind of cheap upgrades from Blu-ray. But I'll get straight in with the first DVD set. And the first up is Video Nasty's The Definitive Guide Part 2. Now this is a very, very interesting documentary. It's a sequel to the original kind of Video Nasty's documentary that came out I think a couple of years ago, directed by Jake West. Really big fan of his, and it's basically it follows up from kind of the first one, talking about the Video Nasty's from kind of later on, from the days of when James Furman was director of the BBFC, and it basically kind of like shows his story about kind of how he was a bit kind of, well, not megalomaniacal, but kind of I guess doing things that he shouldn't have done. Kind of is. I mean, the title of the documentary is Draconian Days, which I didn't actually know what draconian meant, but it means something like kind of like blown out of all proportion, kind of made, or kind of something that kind of gone too far, and kind of shows him. He went a little bit mental, really, kind of with censors and stuff like that. But really interesting. If you're a fan or interested in a kind of film censorship, really interesting one, which I am. My ultimate goal in life is to become a BBFC examiner, and it's really interesting, this stuff. Individually numbered, I got number 263 out of 6,666. And I'm guessing that they couldn't just make 666 copies of it, because that'll be quite a low print run for something like this. $14.99 in HMV. Actually, kind of, they had a few copies, so I kind of like leafed through them, kind of trying to find the lowest number. That was the lowest number I could find. But yeah, 3-disc set. It includes the documentary on disc 1, and disc 2 includes trailers, or introductions to, and the trailers for every film on the Section 3 Video Nasty's list. Disc 2 includes those films from A to L, and disc 3 includes from M to Z. Disc 2 is 5 hours, disc 3 is 4.5. And also disc 1 also includes it has like pictures of different fanzines that were going around at that time. But really interesting stuff. You get some postcards as well, and you get the 3 discs in there. But I recommend if you're interested in kind of censorship, which I am. So yep, that's Video Nasty's Part 2. And next up, this was basically my childhood when I was growing up. Obviously, kind of a stupid sentence, but anyway, I absolutely love this show. Remember every Friday, oh man, it brings back so many memories. Like, I remember every Friday coming back from primary school, sticking this on television. I remember laughing. I remember just really enjoying it. It's just one of those nostalgic TV shows that I've never forgotten about. I've always kind of thought about, when I think to my childhood, this is one of the TV programs I go back to. It's really funny. It's completely out there. Obviously, when I was younger, I didn't understand that much of it, but I just kind of enjoyed it. And I used to have the first one of this on VHS, which I kind of got rid of. And of course, these on DVD, these are like really expensive, but I managed to get this for $6.99. Like I say, it's absolutely amazing. Roger and the Rotten Trolls, State of Emergency. This includes 5 episodes. I mean, it's only about 50 minutes, just over 50 minutes long, but there's something about it. It's really funny. Contains the voices of John Thompson, Ronnie Ancona, really good impressionist, but it's really hilariously funny. Of course, all the Rotten Trolls are named after different kind of hillish regions, like Yockhamthwaite, Aysgarth and stuff like that. It's really funny. Like I say, it's just nostalgic for me. I don't know. It's just it defies words. You can't really. Some of my best kind of childhood memories of this. Like I say, we just coming home every Friday, stick this on, and I just remember really liking it. So that's Roger and the Rotten Trolls. I really want to get the first one, but like I say, it's always really expensive. But maybe if I could do about maybe £7, I'd pick it up. But yeah, that's Roger and the Rotten Trolls. So we'll get straight on with the Blu-rays. And first up here is Gavin and Stacey, the complete collection. Contains series 1, 2, Christmas special, and series 3. God, in my opinion, this series finished after the Christmas special. I remember watching series 3 on DVD, and I absolutely hated it. It was mean-spirited. It just wasn't funny. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with this show. I mean, I hate the way it's written, but it's just something about it that I just enjoy. I sometimes skip through kind of the bits I don't like watching, but it's just something about it. I did have the DVD set of this. Wanted to upgrade to Blu-ray. Only £12 this, so it's not going to break the bank or anything. But yeah, like I said, I actually refuse to watch Series 3 now. I mean, maybe in the future I might watch kind of one episode to see if it changed my opinion, but I don't think it is going to. Hated Series 3. Really, it's actually one of my favourite Christmas specials. Really, really good. But yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, that's Gavin and Stacey Complete Collection. Next up is a film, quite underrated film. I quite like this. I saw it at the cinema when it came out. It is Owen Wilson in Drillbit Taylor. This is the extended survival edition. Basic plot of this film is there's these kids who are getting bullied at high school by the kid who played one of the shooters in Elephant. And yeah, they hire a bodyguard played by Owen Wilson, who's basically just like a homeless guy, and they kind of give him money, and he kind of tries to protect them from these bullies. It's not going to be for everybody. I mean, the violence is quite, well, not glorified, but it's not exactly kind of frowned upon. But it's yeah, this is an upgrade from DVD. Of course, this contains the extended edition, which I don't think is available on DVD. I think it's only on VHS. VHS? What the hell am I going backwards? Blu-ray. But yeah, like I really liked it. Underrated film, I thought. That was Drillbit Taylor. Now, next up is a new release from last week. Is the Hooligan Factory. This was alright. It wasn't as good as I was hoping it was going to be, but yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of the kind of football hooligan, just hooligan films of Britain. It's yeah, I wanted to see this at cinema, but it wasn't showing anywhere near me. But luckily, it was coming out on Blu-ray like a month later, so I picked it up. Really nice slipcover though, kind of a gloss finish with the Hooligan Factory is embossed, and the sovereign rings on the front are embossed as well, and then the title on the side is embossed as well. It's just Blu-ray and digital copy. Of course, got it from Amazon, £10.25. Then of course, sod's law, went into HMV the next day, and it was £9.99. But I'm not going to cry about it, because to be fair, they did give me Amazon did give me the 26 pence back, so I'm not really complaining. But yeah, it's funny. It's basically, it takes the main stories of the Firm and kind of Rise of the Foot Soldier, things like that. But I think the Firm is what is kind of the storyline it kind of most kind of emulates, I guess. But yeah, it is funny. It's not a bad film by any chance. There's some really like really laugh out loud moments. There's a really funny bit with Nick Nevin and a post box, which I really laughed at. Just thinking about it now makes me laugh. But it's all right. It wasn't great. Quite a lot of extras though. You get over an hour long making of. Get a commentary. Was it deleted scenes, outtakes? No, not deleted. Yeah, deleted scenes, making of, outtakes. The short film that was the feature's based on, and feature commentary. But yeah, it's all right. I enjoyed it for what it was. I don't know when I'm going to kind of rewatch it again, but it was okay. So that's Hooligan Factory. Next up is one I wasn't expecting to pick up, but I was on Blu-ray forums and I saw that this was kind of going out of stock, out of print, whatever. So I wanted to pick it up, or at least this version was, and it is. I don't know how this is going to pick up on camera, but it's Under the Skin here on. God, that's really cool. I can see it in the screen, and on camera it's like really kind of shines. Yeah, so it's Under the Skin. I do have the steelbook of this, but like I said, I wanted to get this, and also had some HMV points, so I got this for about £3, so I'm not going to be complaining about that. But yeah, absolutely amazing film. Definitely one of the best of the year. It's basically this year's Only God Forgives. Either you love it or you hate it. There's no kind of middle ground. But I really, really loved it. Like I say, one of the best of the year by far. Scarlett Johansson is one of the best performances. If you've seen the film, you'll know how good it is. And it comes in this black Blu-ray case, which I thought was really cool. Quite good though, because I went into HMV on Monday, bought it with the black the slip and the black Blu-ray case, and I went in, I think it was 2 days later, and all they had was slipless with a Blu-ray case. So I thought, thank God I got it when I did, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to get it. And I can see this going out of I guess, out of print or whatever you want to call it, quite quickly. Yeah, the extras aren't great. I mean, it gives enough detail, but I mean, Scarlett Johansson is nowhere to be seen on these featurettes. Basically, like a series of featurettes that focus on different parts, like the music, casting, camera editing, locations and stuff. But really trippy film, but really good. Yeah, and it includes the disc. Like I said, I do have the steelbook of this, which I'll be obviously including my steelbook update at the end of the month. So yeah, really like this one. Yeah, honestly, that slip is really nice though. Like I say, on camera you can kind of see it it does that, and also when you on the spine as well, if you kind of look at it at different lights, it's different colours. Really cool. I wish they do that on more slips, but it fits the movie perfectly. So that's Under the Skin. And all these are, well, so I've seen some of these films, but I haven't actually watched the Blu-rays of them. First up is We Need to Talk About Kevin. Picked this up cheap. I'm wanting to, basically my aim is to collect every single Artificial Eye release, or at least all the single ones that have the numbers on the side. Yeah, I want a complete Artificial Eye collection, which is going to take quite a while, but there's offers in HMV. They're doing quite a lot of them for £7.99 each, which I thought was a pretty good price. But I got this for I think about £6, I think. Don't remember too much about this film, but I do remember it being very powerful and very well acted. I can remember basically Ezra Miller plays this more or less evil kid who committed a violent crime, which I'm not going to go into detail, and kind of everyone blames the mother, and it kind of goes in between flashbacks and present day, kind of shows kind of how he became this person. But really interesting stuff. No point showing the disc, it's the same artwork as you usually get with Artificial Eye releases. So that's, We Need to Talk About Kevin. Next up is, oh man, one of the best action films I've maybe ever seen, but definitely seen this year. Yeah, it was this year. Really good. I'm wanting to pick up I've pre-ordered the steelbook, the Entertainment Store steelbook of this, but I wanted to get the Amaray. This is a Region A locked Amaray version, but I really wanted to get it, and I'm planning to do kind of maybe like a double bill one of these nights, because I've got a week off now, so hopefully I can watch some more films. And I'm planning to watch, like I say, the first one and the sequel, and it is The Raid 2. Oh, just absolutely amazing film. I know people's main complaints are the fact that it's far too long, and it is a bit too long. There's a bit, I mean, it's different because if there's not enough character kind of depth or whatever, people will complain. But the fact that people complain that there's too much character development or too much kind of time kind of spent on the characters and not enough on the action, I can understand that, but you can't have it one. You have to have it one way or the other. You can't have it both. But it's amazing. It's the amount of amazing fight scenes in this. I mean, the car chase fight scene, the kitchen fight scene, all the other fight scenes in between, absolutely incredible. It's something else. It really is. That's the disc. I mean, the fact that they had to learn how to take away the kind of the power of their punches to get, because they always made contact, but they kind of had to kind of tone take away some of the power behind the punches. But it's like really cool. I believe the director is maybe not Irish, but he's not. I mean, it's an Indonesian film, but he's not Indonesian by any kind of stretch of imagination, I don't think. But yeah, just an amazing film. If you've seen it, you'll know how good it is. That's The Raid 2. Another Artificial Eye release. Now, I always thought that this one came with a slip, but I don't think it does. But it has like a really cool kind of gold effect on the front. So another Artificial Eye release is Amour. Wanted to pick. Well, the main reason to pick this up because, actually, to be honest, I thought it did have a slip, and then I wanted to get it just in case it kind of went out of stock, and then I figured out that it wasn't a slip. It was just like a really cool effect. I thought I'd pick it up anyway. Only £8. I thought, why the hell not? I remember it being a very hard watch, but quite rewarding at the same time as well. Yes, Amour. It's got a really kind of gold. It's like really slightly kind of embossed, I guess, but it's kind of gold there. Really cool. Really nice cover. And the back. So I'm trying to not get the glare. I don't know why I keep filming in here, because it always gets really bad glare. But yeah, it's a Michael Haneke film. I need to rewatch this one. I might actually rewatch this one tonight, actually. But it's not one of the films that you kind of sit down to enjoy. It's It's quite hard watch, so that's a little more. Next up is a film that everyone raves about, animated film. The sequel just came out. I really want to check it out. I haven't watched this one yet, but I plan to maybe this week. It is How to Train Your Dragon, double play, Blu-ray and DVD. People say this film is like really, really good. And I'm a big fan of the kind of animation films that are done really, really well. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. And then you have the double disc there. A lot of special features. You got kind of movie, picture-in-picture thing, pop trivia, commentary, making of, and stuff like that. Really, really good special features. I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So that's How to Train Your Dragon. Next up is another artificial eye release. This comes in a regular Blu-ray case because it is Blu-ray and DVD. It is a Waltz with Bashir. Really interesting film. This. It's based on what is it? Someone in the Israeli army. I believe it's the director of the film, and it's animated, but it's kind of like a Scanner Darkly. It's kind of animated, but it's acted. Although I do believe it is like fully animated, but it's really interesting. It's I don't remember that much about it, but I do remember it being very, very good. So that's Waltz with Bashir. I mean, I can't really talk about many of these films, so some of them I haven't actually seen. Next up is another cheap pickup. It is Sean Penn directed Into the Wild, starring Emile Hirsch, Marcia Gay Harden, William Hurt, Jenna Malone, Catherine Keener, Vince Vaughn, Kristen Stewart, and Hal Holbrook. About this guy who's very kind of a privileged person. He has a lot of, well, at least his parents have a lot of money, but he takes a year out from, I believe it's college or something, to basically go travelling, and it's him kind of travelling between places, kind of meeting the people. It's a slow burner, you know, not kind of loads happen, not a lot really happens, but yeah, really good though. And I don't know how, I believe this is quite hard to get on Blu-ray, but I could be completely barking at the wrong tree. But anyway, that's Into the Wild. Sneezing. Next up is a double pack of Night Watch and Day Watch. I've seen Night Watch, haven't seen Day Watch before. But the main thing that really stood out to me was the kind of the dynamic subtitles. It's like the subtitles kind of like appear on the screen kind of in different fonts and different sizes and things like that. Really interesting way to do it, and make people who don't really kind of watch subtitled films kind of become involved in the film, which I really like. So yeah, it comes with a nice kind of it's a little bit similar to Under the Skin, but it's obviously not as good, but it's a really kind of cool effect there. And then it's just do this with the old swing tray. But yeah, don't remember too much about the first one, and of course I haven't seen the second one, but I'm looking forward to checking these films out. So that's Day Watch, Night Watch. Then actually I'll save that one till last. Now these are really kind of cheap pickups, again, upgrades from DVD. First up is Quarantine, remake of Rec 1 and Rec 2. Well, they don't say that, but it is. I don't think they do anyway, or do they? No, they don't say that, but it definitely is. Like I say, DVD and did have the DVD. Now I've got Blu-ray. Not really kind of wanting to check this out kind of anywhere, kind of in the near future, because I still haven't seen the originals yet. So I want to check those ones out before I check the remake out. And apparently it's not that good anyway. So that's Quarantine. This one did come with a slip, but it was really quite badly damaged, so I had to chuck it away. So that's Quarantine. Next up is it's an ex-rental, but it doesn't say ex-rental anywhere on the thing. Is The Messenger, starring Woody Harrelson, Ben Foster, Samantha Morton, and Jenna Malone. Don't know much about this film, but it basically, I think it follows two people who are the people who tell families of that their loved ones have been shot down or whatever in the war. But I don't know much more about it, but it looks really interesting, really good cast. Big fan of Woody Harrelson. Looking forward to checking this one out. And Ben Foster as well. Big fan of his. So that's The Messenger. Next up is another Nick Love film. Is a remake of The Firm. I haven't seen the original yet, but the remake is alright. It's not going to kind of convert anyone to... If you're not a fan of Nick Love, watching this film isn't going to kind of change your opinion of him, really. But it's another football hooligan film. It's good enough, but it could have been a bit better, I thought. But it's... I watch it every now and again, so I quite like it. So again, it's a upgrade from DVD. So that's the firm. Make sure those don't fall over. Next up is people not very taken with this film is Miami Vice, starring Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx. Excuse me. Of course, kind of big screen adaptation of the TV show from the 80s, 70s, 80s. I don't know when it was, or maybe 90s. I'm not quite sure. But I've heard not very good things about this, but I thought I'd check it out. Like I say, it was cheap, so I thought, why the hell not? So that's Miami Vice. Next up is Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vinnie Jones in TheCondemned, i.e. the Battle Royale remake, basically. Yeah, I remember watching this once. I believe I rented it on kind of like on the TV or whatever. But I remember liking it for what it is. So it looks interesting. Well, it looks interesting. I know it's interesting, but yeah, I need to watch it again. I think that's the Condemned. Next up is Henry's Crime, starring Keanu Reeves. Don't know anything about this film. All I know is basically he doesn't commit a crime. He gets arrested for it, so he has to, or he doesn't get arrested for something he did do, or something like that. So for some reason he breaks into prison. That's all I know about it, really. But it looks interesting enough. I mainly picked it up because it was cheap, and also to again upgrade from DVD. That's Henry's Crime. Next up is a foreign film, which I haven't heard many things about, but it looks good enough. It's Days of Glory. I don't know where it was. It's French. Yeah, French, I think. Well, it says France 3 Cinema, so I'm guessing that's the French. Yeah, I don't know much about it, so I can't really say anything about it, really. So that's Days of Glory. Which I could not bother putting these in, but anyway. Next up again is another cheap pickup, is a Hatchet II, also another upgrade from DVD. Not as good as the first one. I do think the first one is still the best out of the trilogy. It's just a kind of old school horror movie, and it contains one of my favourite horror movie deaths of all time. The first one does. I mean, this wasn't bad, but there was too much talking in it, not enough violence in it for my liking. But the violence in it is good, but it could have used more of it. So yeah, it's Hatchet II. Nearly at the end. The last regular Amare version, again, I believe this is like £3 or something, is Samuel L. Jackson in Fury. Again, upgrade from DVD. I don't know anything about this film, haven't heard anything about this film. Picked the DVD up in the pound shop, still haven't watched it, but it's £3, why the hell not? So that's Fury. J-Lo. And the next one, the last title in this update is the gorgeous, very nice kind of gloss matte finish, amazing set from Plain Archive. It is Blue is the Warmest Colour. Now you've probably seen this on either Maticus Tattoo's video or Radar Reviews' video, but I'm not going to take everything out because you've seen it about at least 3 or 4 times. But absolutely gorgeous. I just love the kind of the flecked kind of glitter on the front there. Really, really like it. It feels great in hand. There's a little bit of damage there, but that's probably my fault. But really, really nice. Just a gorgeous set. I've kept the Plain Archive sticker on the back. Hopefully, yeah. I think if I wanted to take it off, I could do. I didn't want to kind of take too much of it off. The only bad thing about it is that the back of it does kind of, if it's kind of gets knocked or something, it kind of can make quite a bit of a mark. But really, really nice. I say, kind of see that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Possibly the best Plain Archive have bought out so far, and so far being the operative word. Really gutted I missed out on the King of Pigs. I know there's a kind of toned down version of it, which I might get, but I might kind of hold out. I'm not quite sure. And of course I missed Melancholia. I mean, I did really want to kind of collect all of these, but I missed Melancholia anyway, so it's not really that bad. And also the spiders kind of embossed as well. Absolutely gorgeous set. Might even be the best kind of non-steel book in my collection. Absolutely love it. So that's Blue is the Warmest Colour. So yeah, that will about do. About 50 titles here. Well, not literally. Whoa. That nearly fell over. So yeah, Jesus, big stack. I'll put that on the floor before it falls over. So yeah, a few kind of new titles I haven't watched, some I have watched, new titles I have watched, some old titles, and some old titles I haven't watched. So yeah, so it's quite a long one. I don't think I'm going to be buying too much next week's. I'm skint. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and have a great day.